Good evening, everyone. How are you today? I hope you've had a great day and you've got a relaxing evening, or maybe you've just got a bit of work to do. So I'm a bit nervous about sharing this. So I wanted to just share with you one of my absolutely epic fails that rocked me to my absolute core. And the reason why I want to share this is because some people sort of look at me and, and people have said this to me. Hi guys, hi Cassia, hi Rachel, hi Hayley. And they think I've always been this confident, bubbly, sort of outgoing person. And I just want to say, I haven't always been like this. Hi, evening Gemma. Oh, hi. Thanks for joining me. I'm a little bit nervous. So, and I just wanted to share a little bit about me and, sort of my hopes and dreams as I was growing up. And, just hope that this resonates with you and, maybe gives you some inspiration to go, do you know what? A failure doesn't need to be life's failure. It's just that moment in time. And you can pick yourself up from it. And also, I just want to share a little bit of me. So, a little bit of story time on what night was it? Tuesday night. So, when I was at college, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And all my college lecturers were saying, go to university. And I was just a bit like, don't know. What I really wanted to do was go in the RAF. So, while I was at college, I applied for officer selection. To go in as an officer level in the RAF. So that meant you had to go down to Cranwell and you had to do a 4-day selection. Now, I would have been about 19 at this time, totally out of my depth. But again, just being pumped up by everybody around you. Kirsty, you'll be great. Off I went on my merry way. And I literally made it to the first day. I don't even think I made it past the first day. Well, even past lunchtime, but I think they kept me in anyway. And it was all those aptitude testing and stuff. And for anyone that knows me, knows I have not got an analytical brain whatsoever. So, to be honest, I wasn't that devastated by it because, I could go for it one more time. And they advised me that I go to university, get some experience and come back again. So I was like, awesome. So, copied my friend's UCAS form, that's a whole different story. Went to university for 4 years. So when I graduated, all my university friends were getting jobs. But I had applied for the RAF again to go for this officer selection for the second time. And oh my goodness, did everyone put me up on a pedestal. So everybody at college, my college lecturers, my university lecturers were saying, Kirsty, this job is for you. So I was waiting for this application to come through. So I wasn't applying for jobs at all. I mean, first of all, how arrogant was that of me to just think, well, I'm going in the RAF. So, I had this almost like pumped up confidence with nothing to back it up with because of what everybody had, said to me. So, because I'd done a lot of my teaching practice in an area around here, one of the head teachers from the school rang me and said, Kirsty, have you got a job? And I was like, no, I'm not looking for a job. I'm waiting for my call up for the RAF because I'm going in the RAF. And he said, that's brilliant. Would you be up for coming for, just coming for an informal chat? I've got something I'd like to offer you. So I was just there like, yep, do you know what? I'll come along and I'll have a listen. So he offered me a part-time teaching job at a school that was about 20 minutes away from me. So I was dead straight with him. I was saying, look, his name was David. I'm waiting for the call up for the RAF because that is actually what I want to do. That's my absolute dream. Just so that I'm straight with you. And he's like, absolutely, Kirsty. When you get that call up, obviously that's your thing for you to go away and do. So anyway, I started teaching at this secondary school, and you know what? It killed a bit of time, and that was literally my attitude at the time. It killed that time for me to wait until I got the call up for the RAF, and I did. And I was so excited about it because I kind of knew what to expect this time round. I'd gone to university like they had, suggested to me. And every single person that I knew put me up on this pedestal saying, Kirsty, this job, you are made to be in the RAF, you're made to be an officer, you've got excellent leadership skills, you've just got that character. Do you know what? You will breeze it. So, you know, I went along going, I feel pretty confident here, I know what to expect. Yes, I was nervous, but because everybody, you know, around me just believed in me, you know, it gave me the belief in myself. And I always say about surrounding yourself with people that believe in you. And that's what I did. So I went along, so I was 21 at the time now, and I went along to Cranwell, the most intimidating place ever. You know, it's like full of officers, you know, it's where they learn, the pilots go. Hence to say, I didn't want to be a pilot. I wanted to go in the physical education area. So you either had a parachute, as an officer, you were either in charge of the parachute section or the outdoor pursuit section. So that's really what I wanted to do. So I made it through the first day. Oh my God, I was like as happy as anything. Made it through the second day, made it through the third day, and finally made it through the fourth day. It was almost like the weakest link, if you remember that program. You know, if you didn't make it through the first day, you were out. And, you know, I was just really, really happy that, you know, I was going through it, and it was like, oh my goodness, this dream is actually going to come true. I'm going in the RAF, I'm going to make it. And I distinctly remember doing the, like, you know, you got picked as the leader to lead through sort of obstacle courses and stuff. So I suppose my insecurity was, oh my goodness, I need to lead this. I need to make sure we complete it. And, you know, my section we did, which was great. So I felt really confident about this. You know, every day you just grow in confidence and thinking, oh my goodness, I'm doing this. This is happening. And then it came to the end, and I kind of knew I had slight colourblind issues or colour deficiency issues. So anyway, that flagged up. But because I didn't want to fly planes, I just thought, well, it's not going to be any issue. And they didn't indicate that it was going to be a huge issue either. So anyway, came home after those 4 days, and I was like on cloud nine. I'd made it through the 4 days. I'd made it through the aptitude test, which I thought no chance of them getting through. I did. I made it through the maths, and the maths was, you know, planes and fuel and distance. And again, anyone that knows me knows I am shocking at maths. But I made it through that section. So, and I even got a tutor to help me through, you know, through my maths. That's how much I wanted this. Anyway, it was a couple of weeks went by. I went back to work, and you know, again, everyone was like, "Oh my goodness, Kirsty, so excited for you! You've got it, you've got it!" And I was like, "Oh my goodness, I know, I do. It's just got a really good feeling about it." And then I got the letter through the post. Now, at the time, I was still living at mum and dad's house. And every morning it would be wait for the post to come, and everybody would be like, oh, it's not here. Oh my goodness, what does that mean? And then I got the letter, and I opened the letter, and nobody was home. And I opened the letter, and the letter said I'd been unsuccessful. Oh my goodness. I mean, I can even feel the feelings now. Devastated wasn't even the word. I think I just sobbed my heart out. I thought, how on earth am I going to tell mum and dad? And I want to just say something here. Mum and dad were never pushy. They're always encouraged. You know, there was never any pressure from my mum and dad. But, oh my goodness, I was like, I've just let everybody down. Everybody, you know, my mum and dad who believed in me, who thought, you know, Kirsty, this is yours. How am I going to tell them? And then, oh my God, I'm going to have to go into school, and I'm going to have to go and face all the staff who are all going to ask me, how did I get on? And, you know, oh my goodness, I just can't express how just utterly devastated I was. It was like my whole world had fallen apart, because that's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything else. That was it. I had planned, you know, I planned my life ahead, and I was going to be traveling the world, you know, just working as this amazing physical education officer. So it took me about a week to tell my mum and dad that I didn't get it. And the way I told them was by just passing them the letter. I couldn't even speak because every time I thought about it, I just cried. And then I went into school and, you know, everyone was like, oh my goodness, have you heard? And I was just there like, no, not heard. Putting on that front, putting on that mask that everything's wonderful, but really inside I was absolutely heartbroken. My confidence was just on the floor. So from that, I went to the head because obviously he was dead keen to find out and celebrate with me and stuff. And, you know, obviously I had to say to him, you know, David, I didn't get in. And, you know, what an amazing man. He was just there like, Kirsty, do you know what? Their loss is our game. I really want you to stay. So I suppose that cushioned the blow. At least I still had a job. And, you know, they accommodated me so much. But then, you know, like I couldn't get kicked in the ribs anymore. I went for a debrief, because you always get a debrief after, you know, to find out actually, you know, where it is you went wrong or whatever. So I went along to the debrief. Now, one of my qualities that everybody sort of, you know, teachers all the way through sort of primary school, secondary school, championed me on was my leadership skills. And when I went for the debrief, it was my leadership skills actually tore me down. It was that just they went, absolutely no way. You're not the leader that we're looking for. And apparently on the obstacle course bit, you know, it wasn't for me to come up with the answers. It was for me to, you know, really rally the team round and get ideas off the team. You know, so, oh my goodness. So to hear that what you thought was a real quality and a real asset in you was actually the thing that failed you. Oh, that was it. My confidence, you know, I was like, who am I? You know, what am I even good at anymore? Because what I thought I was good at, I've been told by, you know, an RAF officer, you know, that actually, no, you're not, absolutely not what we're looking for. You've not got the leadership skills that we're looking for. And I have to say, for a long time after that, I think I was just numb. And I went into work and I did as little as possible, you know, and to be honest, it kind of doesn't register with me anymore, because I think it was just numbness, you know, trying to figure out who is Kirsty. You know, I thought I was this, you know, confident leader who, you know, who was made for this job role, and to be told absolutely not was heartbreaking, utterly heartbreaking. So I think one of my escapes, and looking back, you know, I've had a real think about it today. One of my escapes was, I'm off. I'm going to Australia. I just need to get away from here, and I just need to go and almost lose myself in Australia and find myself again, because I don't know who the hell I am anymore. And that's where, you know, that's it. Me and my brother went out to Australia for the year. And looking back at all this, you know, things happen for a reason, don't they? You know, if I had gone in the RAF, I wouldn't be living the life that I'm doing now. I wouldn't have gone to Australia. I wouldn't have the most amazing time there. And, you know, I wouldn't have met Ian, who I'm now married to. But it did absolutely shape me. And I felt like a failure. And that's where it really gets to your heart. And it takes a lot of building to build yourself back up again after that feeling of utter failure, of being not good enough, of being totally unworthy, of being just feeling, yeah, like I said, who the heck am I? And that's it, Hayley, as well. I wouldn't have my two beautiful kids. So there's always, always, always a silver lining, even though when you're going through it, my God, I couldn't see any silver lining at all. I could only see here. I couldn't see my future at all, because I had no idea what I was going to do now, because I'd set all my sights, my whole life vision was going in the RAF, and I just had to rebuild that. And it stopped me from really pursuing my teaching any further, because I knew I didn't want to do it, because it was my secondary after the RAF, and I was just there like, right, what else am I going to do? What else can I do? I know I can teach, okay. You know, I can get by on that. And I think it stopped me from taking any more risks for quite a while after that. So, but here I am now, you know, and through just building myself back up again, surrounding myself again with amazing friends who just really built me up, amazing parents who, you know, just stood by me, you know, when I was bawling my eyes out every night because I was just there like, what am I going to do? You know, all my friends are now in a career, they know where they're going, and I'm just feeling utterly lost. And I just want to know it's okay. I have just, I had to pick myself up off the floor, rebuild myself and go, right, Kirsty, what am I going to do? Yes, I ran away. I ran away to Australia. Great place to run away to. Had a great time out there and just started to sort of rebuild myself from there. So failure is only a failure. It's not you are a failure. You've just failed at that one thing. And because I did it twice, I wasn't able to go again. But I think after the utter devastation of not getting it the second time and hearing that I'm not a good leader, was no chance am I putting myself in that position again. So I just wanted to share a little bit about me and my epic fail that really did knock the stuffing out of me. And I suppose nowadays, you know, I still have that little chirpy voice in my head, you know, from back in that day, where, you know, I compare myself and I'm not feeling good enough because I allowed that memory to come back. And it is through working on yourself and really diving deep into personal development books and learning that, do you know what, all the greats have failed. All the greats have failed. So do you know what? I feel like I'm in really good company because I felt like I couldn't have failed any more. You know, with everybody around you believing in you, putting you up on here, on this pedestal up here, for me to just come crashing all the way down. So that's just a little bit, a snippet about me growing up and, you know, the ups and downs that life throws at you. And when you are going for your dreams and really pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, do you know what? You're not always going to come out on top. But I'm telling you what now, you are going to learn some heck of a lesson from it. And I do believe through going through those 4 days, I absolutely celebrate myself that I actually made it through the 4 days, because that in itself is a success. I can only talk about that now because at the time it wasn't a success. It was like, I'm just a failure. And it shaped me into the person that I am today. And I suppose, is that because I'm so driven and so motivated? Possibly. If I hadn't have had that epic fail, would I be the character, the person, the personality that I am today? Who knows? Possibly, possibly not. But I just wanted to just let you know it's okay to fail because you can pick yourself back up again. Right, let's see who is on, who's joined me. Thank you everyone for just spending this time with me tonight and just letting me be honest. Tell you, dead nervous sharing all your sort of deep and meaningfuls, isn't it? Hayley, it's not about how hard you get hit by life. It's about taking those hits and still getting out of bed the next day. You're so positive and be proud of where you are today. Absolutely, Hayley. You know, life hits you so hard when you least expect it. But like you say, it's just about getting back up again. Oh, thank you for the love hearts and the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You won't have two lovely children either. Every cloud. Absolutely, Hayley. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. Oh my goodness. Kelly Clarkson, that song just means so much to me. I just love it. Maybe it's the universe guiding us subtly, yes, to our true purpose. And I truly believe that. Now, you know, I'm on this spiritual path. Sorry, I'm spitting everywhere now. I'm on this spiritual path. Do you know what? It wasn't my path to go in the RAF. That was not my purpose. But when you're in the thick of it, you just don't see that, do you? Hayley, Steve Jobs failed in school. He'll be a millionaire. You'll be a millionaire next year. Ha, yeah. Thanks. Yes, Hayley, I will. And there'll be a millionaire because I've helped so many freaking people pick themselves back up again from situations like I've been in. You have to fail to get better as long as you learn on the way. Absolutely. And it is really only a failure if you're not learning from it. And like Hayley says, you just bury yourself in your bed and bury your head in the sand and let that absolutely crush you. That's when it's a failure. When you can get back up again, swallow your pride, go in and go, do you know what? It wasn't for me. And I can move on from it. It may take a little bit of time to heal from it, but you can get through it. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for just letting me share, you know, my epic fails, and just know that it shapes your character as long as you get back up, dust yourself off, it molds you. It's almost like, you know, that sculpture that's sculpting those models. You know, it's like that rough, and you find, you know, you keep digging and you find your gift. And I really feel like now I'm finding my gift. I'm on my way. So thank you so much for all the support, all your love, all your thumbs up. And I will see you all very soon, and have a great evening. Lots of love. Bye.